Hello, this is the game Morphite. This is an attempted review. We'll see if this works. This is pretty much experimental for me. Anyway, this is originally a mobile game. And it's also been ported to a number of systems. This is on the Xbox One. And the first thing you'll notice about it is the game's art style. It's an adventure style game. Let's actually go somewhere where you can see something happening here. Here we go. This is an adventure-style game with a very sort of Tron-ish aesthetic to it. And I can give you a little shortcut right here. If you don't like this art style, this probably won't be the game for you. I, however, love this art style. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Partly, in fact, might be because I am partially colorblind. Normal colors kind of run together for me. Everything here just kind of pops in a way. And this is the way things look in this game, which again, I think is great. So this is going to be a big factor right for you from the beginning of if you're going to enjoy this game or not, because if you don't like the way it looks, it's not going to be a game for you. You start the game with a pistol and a scanner. If you played Beyond Good and Evil, capturing photographs of animals, the scanner works in that way. I'm a bit farther into the game, so I have a few more tools at my disposal here. Let's see. There are two other things you'll notice right away. Where's my starting pistol again? And where's my scanner? Here it is. You can scan things with it. There are two other things you'll notice right away when starting this game. One is that you can't skip the opening sort of cinematic, which can get a bit annoying after seeing it for the 15th time. The other thing you'll notice, at least on the Xbox One version here, is that there is no instructions for what the controls are anywhere in the menu. Seems to be a very basic thing. Constructing a game like this, I'm sure it takes quite a bit of talent and effort, but just slapping together a screen that says these are what the buttons do doesn't seem to have been done for the game. It also seems that from what I've seen, the mobile versions may be a little bit more polished, maybe a little bit more basic on the Xbox One here. Of course, it's a bit simpler being that I've got a controller I can use rather than using touch controls. But the mobile one, I believe, has a bit more detail in how to control the game and how you're playing the game. Anyway, this is a science fictional game where you are ultimately after resources. I would describe this as a post-scarcity society, actually, even though you're after resources. There appears to be no government of any kind. Almost everything in the game simply ignores you. Every star system has a space station similar to this you can stop at. Actions you can take, do various trade with people that might be in here, set up as counters. There are a couple small things to do. Mostly just explore and try to find things to scan. And each sort of space station like this is kind of run like a small family business, it seems like. And again, there's no... oh, here's something to scan. For some reason, one of the things they want you to scan is broken equipment. And this will be worth money to me, so that's why I'm scanning these. But enough time here. Let's go to a planet. The name of the game, Morphite, refers to an energy source. which has been kind of lost, it seems. Morphite is called like ball lightning, and it potentially can power everything. Not that there seems to be any real scarcity here again, but it's the one thing that people might actually fight over if they could find it. Oh, let's choose a abandoned vessel. So there's some elements of things like No Man's Sky here, exploration games, that sort of thing as well. And ultimately the reason that you are collecting resources at all is to upgrade your various items. If we go into the menu system here, you can see various upgrades for your suit, your various weapons and tools, all sorts of things like that, and you'll be collecting resources for these. And collecting money from the scans for the most part. And going along a storyline that has something to do with what happened to this Morphite that kind of powered the galaxy and went away into the kind of ran out, and now the galaxy's in this kind of not a lot going on. Just again, family-owned star based in each star system. Nobody cares much about anyone else. The only sort of trouble you run into is other people who might be looking for this Morphite substance. And that appears to be some sort of life form grown into the spaceship. So I can scan it. But again, from the story, as far as some of my guesses are here, it's a post-scarcity society. There's no need for government anymore. Makes it a very kind of roguelike game in a way. And this is open here. Oh, I know I can't open that. There we go. It's got some simple shooter mechanics like this. Can't find anyone to shoot in here. And so far, there's nobody on this abandoned spaceship. That's got kind of fungus growing on the walls here. And there's no life on this spaceship at all except for kind of fungus. So I'm going to go down to that planet and ignore all this because at least I can show some animals and things. Anyway, after seeing a bit of the game, this is my recommendation. I think it's a great game. It's a very relaxing game, chill music as you can hear, and again, it comes a lot down to the art style. If you like the art style, I think you'll love the game. If you don't like the art style, you probably won't like the game. And now, I don't want to go there. Anyway, this is something of an experiment for me, trying to make a video with something on it, and eventually maybe making actually making a YouTube channel with some things on it, which is also so experimental for me. I'm sure there's a lot of things I'm going to have to do for that. For one thing, I named my channel many, many years ago after a copyrighted character. Let's see what this is. Okay, interesting. Random events in space. Anyway, I named my YouTube channel after a copyrighted character many, many years ago. I'm guessing if I want to make videos and monetize that in some way, I'll probably have to rename my channel, since it's named again after a copyrighted character, although I really don't know details about those things. Any recommendations anyone has for how to set that sort of thing up, since I don't really know. It would be very helpful as well. And thank you. I hope you hope you give Morphite a chance, because I think it is a pretty great game. Let me see if I can get over.
Say what?
Shut up, the cat. And show a bit more of the platforming element here a little bit later in the game. Not a great anywhere, but let's see. Alright, and up there. So we're good from this landmass. Interesting.
You must be looking for Mikhail. Are you the one they call Kale? Well, I go by Mira, but yes, Kale is my last name.
Again, this is Morphite.
I've heard stories.
Won't type all your time with this here. Just watch me play.
Well,
And again,
I need to ask.
check the game out.
Who is Mikhail?